Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's IELTS writing lesson. One of the biggest challenges in Task 2 is understanding what type of question you're answering. Each type requires a different structure, and failing to recognize it can lower your score. In this lesson, we'll go through the 6 question types, common mistakes, and sample introductions. Let's get started. 1. Opinion essays. To answer this question well, we need to understand its definition first. Unlike classic agree, disagree questions, to what extent you agree or disagree questions do not ask you to clearly determine whether you agree or disagree with the given statement. Instead, you can fully agree, fully disagree, or partially agree, disagree. Now, let's take a look at a typical question to see how it's worded.
Some people think that social media has a negative impact on individuals and society. To what extent do you agree or disagree?
Many students struggle with this question type, so let's go over some common mistakes. Not clearly stating your opinion. Your stance must be obvious from the introduction. Discussing both sides equally. This is not a discussion essay. You should primarily support your viewpoint. Ignoring to what extent. Instead of just agreeing or disagreeing, specify whether you strongly, partly, or slightly agree or disagree. Now that we understand the question, let's see how to start the essay with a strong introduction.
With the rise of computers and the internet, social media has become an integral part of daily life. Some argue that it negatively affects individuals and society. I partly disagree, as despite certain drawbacks, social media plays a crucial role in connecting people and providing valuable information.
2. Agree-disagree essays. First, let's start with the definition of this question type. In agree-disagree essays, you must respond to a statement with a clear position, either agreeing, disagreeing, or taking a balanced approach. Your opinion should be well supported with strong reasons. Here's an example of how this question might appear in the exam.
Some people believe that university education should be free for all students. Do you agree or disagree?
Now, let's talk about the pitfalls you should avoid when answering this question. Sitting on the fence. You must have a clear stance. Repeating the question without adding your opinion in the introduction. Lack of development. Explanations and examples must be relevant. Let's analyze a sample introduction to see how to effectively address the question.
Higher education plays a crucial role in both individuals and the society. Some believe that university education should be free for everyone. I strongly disagree with free education for all, as it would create financial strain on governments and potentially lower the quality of education.
3. Discuss both views essays. Before we dive into the structure, let's clarify what this question is asking. In discussion essays, you must examine both perspectives of a given issue objectively before stating your own opinion at the end. The key is to present a balanced discussion before expressing your view. Here's an example of how this question might appear in the exam.
Some people think that online education is as effective as classroom learning, while others believe it is less beneficial. Discuss both views and give your own opinion.
To score well, you need to be aware of these common errors. Let's go through them. Not discussing both sides equally before giving your opinion. Stating your opinion too early. It should come after discussing both views. Superficial discussion. Each side needs strong arguments and examples. To help you get started, here's an example of a well-structured introduction.
Some people believe that online learning offers the same benefits as traditional classrooms, while others argue that in person education is more effective. This essay will discuss both views before concluding that, while online learning is convenient, classroom education remains superior in fostering engagement.
4. Cause-solution essays. First, let's start with the definition of this question type. In cause-solution essays, you need to first identify the main causes of a particular issue and then suggest possible solutions. To achieve a high score, your response must address both the causes and solutions with clear explanations and relevant examples. Now, let's take a look at a typical question to see how it's worded.
In many cities, traffic congestion is becoming a serious problem. What are the causes of this issue? What solutions can be implemented?
Many students struggle with this question type, so let's go over some common mistakes. Only discussing problems or solutions instead of both. Providing vague solutions without explaining how they would work. Not linking problems and solutions logically. Solutions should address the specific issues raised. Now that we understand the question, let's see how to start the essay with a strong introduction.
Urban traffic congestion has become a major issue, leading to long commutes and increased pollution. This essay will examine key causes, such as overpopulation and inadequate public transport, and propose solutions, including improving infrastructure and promoting alternative modes of transportation.
5. Advantages, disadvantages essays. Before we dive into the structure, let's clarify what this question is asking. In advantages, disadvantages essays, you need to discuss both the positive and negative aspects of a topic. Your response should be balanced, and you may also state your own opinion if required. Here's an example of how this question might appear in the exam.
Some people prefer to work from home instead of going to an office. What are the advantages and disadvantages of this trend?
Now, let's talk about the pitfalls you should avoid when answering this question. Discussing only one side. You must cover both advantages and disadvantages. Not maintaining balance. Each side should be equally developed. Failing to provide relevant examples. Support each point with real-life examples. Let's analyze a sample introduction to see how to effectively address the question.
Remote work has become increasingly common, offering employees flexibility and reducing commuting time. However, while working from home provides benefits such as increased productivity, it also has drawbacks, including isolation and blurred work-life boundaries. This essay will explore both aspects.
6. Two-steps question essays. To answer this question well, we need to understand its definition first.
In two-steps question essays, you are given two or more direct questions on a single topic. Your task is to answer all parts of the question and support your answers with examples.
Here's an example of how this question might appear in the exam. Many young people take a gap year before entering university. Why do they do this? Do you think it is a positive or negative development? To score well, you need to be aware of these common errors. Let's go through them. Ignoring one part of the question, both must be fully answered. Providing unrelated examples. Examples should directly support your answers. Not having a clear thesis statement. Your introduction should outline both answers. To help you get started, here's an example of a well-structured introduction.
Many students take a break before starting university to travel or gain work experience. This essay will explore the reasons for this choice, such as personal growth and skill development, and evaluate whether taking a gap year is ultimately beneficial or harmful.
So, we've covered all 6 L's writing task types. Understanding these different types is essential to structuring your response correctly. Make sure to identify the question type, use the correct structure, avoid common mistakes, keep practicing, and you'll see improvement in your writing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.